everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. We're having a great day. Today we are back in California, that being next to Hollywood and Los Angeles, and we're getting the unreal opportunity to check out the brand new, the all new, or well, the first ever electric Escalade, that being the Escalade IQ, the third IQ in the electric vehicle family now from Cadillac. And it's got a lot of power with the Ultium battery platform that we're starting to see more and more being utilized. It's scalable. This vehicle right behind me has over 700 horsepower, that being 750 with 785 pound-feet of torque. Well, this is it, the first look with the Escalade IQ. Being that it is using the Ultium battery platform, you are seeing a ton of range given the battery configuration they have. So this is a 24-pack configuration, and altogether when it comes to the range, you're looking at over 400 miles of range, that being 450. You're getting what Escalade is so known for, the comfort, the luxury side of things when having a sport utility vehicle, but then no longer do you have to go through fuel. Now you have renewable energy where you can charge it with DC fast charging for 100 miles per 10 minutes drive, upwards of 400 miles with 700 horsepower. So today we're going to do a quick walk around of the vehicle, then check out all the technology inside to really see what you're getting for the $130,000 price tag. A few things that I noticed right away when you look at the Cadillac electric vehicle family, the IQ models, that being the Celestiq that we got to see in Michigan. Really crazy vehicle, fully hand-built. We also got to drive and review the Lyriq. There are some similarities between all these models. Right away, you do have the all-new, the futuristic signature front headlights that have integrated tons of different displays depending on what you're doing with the vehicle, such as walking up to it, starting it, and then charging. The front display lighting will change to, for example, show you how much battery charge you're getting at a charge stop. One funny thing, I was curious about this, when it comes to getting an Escalade with no more big, for example, V8 that you find in the Escalade V, that would possibly give you more front storage space, right? Because that big engine isn't going to be sitting there. Yes, you do have front storage space with the new Escalade IQ. Given that it is an Escalade, you can still use it as such. For example, with towing, this model features an 8,000 pound towing capacity. One other feature I was curious about, because given that it has the Ultium battery platform, all the batteries are sitting very low when it comes to the chassis, you do have a really good low center of gravity for driving fast and getting the sport feel out of your vehicle. I was curious, does it have a special mode to utilize the 750 horsepower? And I found out it's called Velocity Max, which is it's a good name. I love hearing all the different names that we're finding in the car industry now when it comes to creating fun driving modes to get all the electric performance out of your EV, because specifically from other competitors in the space, we find very funny names. This vehicle has a stance that I've never quite seen for an EV, featuring 24-inch wheels and then 35-inch tires. That's a massive combination, and this is the standard combination that you get with the vehicle. Let's say you get a non-maxed out version, you can still get the standard 24-inch wheels, and the sizing on that again is 275 by 50, then it's a 35-inch tall tire. As I mentioned earlier, the body lines on the vehicle, it's simplistic. It's clean. You don't have unnecessary angles all throughout trying to give you more of an aggressive or futuristic look. It doesn't need that, at least from seeing it in person. Now the car looks like it's trying to be sleek, it's trying to be simple and futuristic, and I think the team did a really good job with the design side of things. Also, they do have different colors laid out, because you can option this out pretty nicely with tons of different options, such as a black cherry metallic red, I'll show you that right now. You have the IQ family styling when it comes to the rear taillights with the displays going from the top to the bottom, giving you that straight end line going up and down. Another interesting design cue that you find with the IQ family from Cadillac is that when it comes to the rear end of the vehicle, you get this fastback looking styling where the top section is black. You can change the color of some of these accents, like the black finish that you see here swooping down to chrome. But what I'm trying to say is that these design cues of the angles swooping down, giving you a fastback look in the rear, is similar to not only the Lyriq, but also the Celestiq. I do love how they're trying to incorporate a similar design language or theme throughout each one of these new electric vehicles. All right, so here we have the door opened up for this prototype variant of the Escalade IQ. As I mentioned earlier, you do have a similar design language with other IQ models, such as all the ambient lighting that you can customize with the display systems inside. So on the left, you can see some trails of it, and you can make it red or orange, I believe, any color that you want. What I do find is fascinating is that when it comes to the center console itself, in the middle, there's an overhang. There is an Easter egg, I would call it, of the Cadillac badge. You can actually change that. Coming towards the center of the display, this is a 55-inch diagonal display that goes all the way down to the passenger side. Since it's so close to you, the driver and the passenger, the displays are actually touchscreen. Oh, and look at that, up top. That is a familiar sight. I believe that is an HD rear view camera mirror. Very convenient. It makes seeing behind you way easier because you don't have to see through the entire cabin of the car. It goes directly to the camera that is mounted all the way back, and looking back, you do have a massive sunroof above your head. I do love that feature. Initially, I thought these were leather seats. I just found out they are leather free. One last Easter egg I do want to point out is that you do have the crests on the left side where you open up the door. And then finally, coming to the passenger row, the second row of the vehicle, you have the massive screens, the HD screens for each passenger, and then a center screen right there in the middle with a similar overhang. This time it is connecting though from the back to the front. You do have a final third row way out back. What I do want to talk about though is just the amount of space that you seemingly have with the vehicle back here. It just looks comfortable. And talking to the team, they said that the back row, the second row actually, is where you want to be. And I definitely can see why, because not only are you going to have the Escalade comfort, but now you can have a new generation of technology to play with, featuring AKG speakers actually implemented when it comes to the headrest on either side, depending on the packages that you have ordered, and then also decked out through the doors on either side. Well, there you have it. There's the Icon reimagined. Please let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of the all-new Cadillac Escalade IQ? Talking availability, it's sounding like the vehicles will start coming out towards summer of next year, then order banks earlier than that in 2024. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Hopefully we get the chance to test drive one of these things out in the near future.